morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this world. Ciao, ni hao, privyet, hola, hello, and thanks for stopping by my channel. I strongly believe we can grow and learn from each other.
Hey everyone, today we are making a traditional Polish meal called Bigos. Bigos is a hunter-gatherer's type of stew. It is made however you and your family enjoy it. So the recipe that I'm going to give you and share with you is constantly evolving and changing, but for the past 5 years during the holiday season, I make it for my family and we really enjoy it. It is best to be eaten the day after you make it, and whatever you want to put in it is totally up to you. This year I actually have venison. The past couple years I've had venison to be able to add to it that I've been able to hunt. This is a traditional hunters and gatherers type of stew. So here is what I have going right now. I have 2 big pots of it.
As you can see, there are a lot of ingredients to make a great Bigos. Feel free to use as much or as little of each ingredient. Cut them up as small or as big as you'd like. You're not going to mess this up.
I'll be starting out with the bacon. The reason why you start with the bacon is you want that nice juicy fat to be in your pan when you're cooking up all the rest of your meat. No oil is needed in the pan. This stuff will give you all the juice and flavor and love that you need. So we're gonna get this cut up and get this stuff frying. So here is the beef stew pieces that I got from the local butcher, and I am cutting them up into spoon-sized pieces. I want to be able to grab this with a spoon and have some other juices and flavors and maybe some sauerkraut or cabbage or onion or some mushrooms mixed in with this on my spoon. So this will actually cook down a little bit. It'll get a little bit smaller, but these are just too big. Also over here on the stove, we have the bacon starting to sizzle. This will cook all down, leave all that lovely juice down inside there for you to be able to cook all the other meats in, and this will be amazing. Venison is in the microwave. It is defrosting. 2 pounds. I'm gonna put 1 pound in each batch. You're asking if I think there's a lot of bacon here. I'm actually doing 2 complete pots. I will have 2 pots full of Bigos. Bacon is rendering down a little bit. It is crisping up nicely. I personally don't like big chunks of fat, so I want the fat in it, but I don't want to be chewing on fat, so I cook it down a lot more than some people do.
While the bacon is cooking, I've decided to cut up all the rest of the meat.
Outside of the bacon, which I really crisped up, the rest of the meat, all you really need to do is brown it. You don't need to cook it all the way through, because this stuff is going to be sitting on the stove simmering for literally hours. So brown up your meat, get it maybe cooked halfway through, and toss it in the pot and move on to the next. One thing to think about the commercially made store-bought Kielbasa is that I believe it's always cooked. I've never found a Kielbasa in the store that is not already pre-cooked. So you don't really have to cook this. I do a little bit just to get some of the juices out. So when I'm cooking my beef, it can absorb in there a little bit better. I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't think so. I like to just cook it down a little bit before I put it into the pot with the other meat. Here's the venison, starting to get browned up. Doesn't take long to brown the beef and the venison. I'm gonna add this to the pots, and we are all done with the meat. I've also added in some onion as well already, and I'm cutting up the cabbage, the prunes, the carrots, and the mushrooms. Alright, time to cut up some cabbage. I basically cut it up into 1/2-inch slices, and then I take these slices and I cut them into thirds. So right here I cut it down there, and I'm right-handed, doing this with my left hand. I cut down there, and it'll all cook down. So even if you had pieces that were this big, it's all going to cook down and be awesome.
Once all the ingredients are in the pot, you want to bring it up to a boil. Then turn it down, cover it, and let it sit on low and just simmer for hours. And I'm talking hours. Everything will start to break down, the juices will combine, the flavors will mix, and this is going to be amazing. And there you have it, Polish Bigos, Hunter's Stew. Remember, this is best eaten the day after you make it. Let it sit in the fridge overnight, and when you warm it back up and put some sour cream and some fresh dill on top, you're gonna love it. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would, please subscribe, like, and leave a few comments. Let me know what you think. I really do appreciate it. Until next time, as always, live life to its fullest and love those around you.